What is poppin', everyone that's watching this video? If you clicked on this video today, I appreciate you for being here, for taking the time out of your day and your life to watch me when you don't gotta be here. This is the first episode of my 5-day series of talking about past pain. Okay, this is what we're gonna be talking about today. I'm not gonna get into the further subjects of what we're gonna be talking about because it's a secret. You know what I'm saying? So every episode that comes out is gonna be a different topic. Don't mind my kitties in the background. Hopefully they're not a distraction. But yeah, so today we're gonna be talking about past pain. What is past pain? What causes it, and how to maneuver through it. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what past pain is, past trauma, past hurt, is simply a person that has been through things in their life that has caused them very, very bad heartache, or has been very life-changing for them, tremendously bad. You know, past pain can be caused by, you know, friendships ending, you know, people doing things to other people, you know, like rape, you know what I mean? Grape, I'm gonna say grape. I don't think I can use that word on YouTube. It can be caused by grape. It can be caused by losing someone close to you in the family. It can be caused by a breakup. It can be caused by not having a relationship with your mother or your father. It can be caused by getting bullied. It can be caused by a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit here and name all of the things, but anything that you can think of, you growing up as a young kid, you know, or growing up into a family that has had different upbringings, or, you know, different understandings, or different way that they view things, whatever way that is bad, that you have got brought up into this world and it happened in your past, that's what accumulates past pain and past trauma, okay? And in order to bypass those things is we first have to acknowledge these things, right? We can't run from it. We can't hide from it. We simply have to acknowledge it and accept it for what it was, because without our past pain, we wouldn't try to thrive and be better. We wouldn't have nothing to work towards, if you get what I'm saying. I had a lot of past pain, you know what I mean? And it had brought me into different states of mind to where, like, I wanted to end it, where I wanted to be left alone, where I was misunderstood, where I felt like I wasn't getting treated properly. And that was all due to past pain, you know what I mean? And in order to heal from these things is realize that you may not ever truly heal from these things. And I think that's where everybody gets like caught in the webs of the past, of the pain of their past, because they think they're gonna heal from it. They think they have to forgive it, let it go, you know? And mind you, you do have to do that though. You do have to forgive it and forget it and let it go. You have to do that. Because if you have things dwelling in your past, or dwelling in your present moment, it's like, how can you build a future with yourself if you're stuck in the past? You get what I'm saying? You have to first make peace with it. I'm not telling you to just act like it never happened, because it's hard for people to do that. And for the people that can act like it never happened, that is a A+ for you, you know, but not everyone operates the same. Not everyone moves the same. So in order to bypass the past hurt and the past trauma is that you have to accept it for what it was. You know, you can't keep holding on to it, because you have to understand that the things that you have went through in your past, the people who have done wrongdoing to you, they were at a different time in their life when you was at that time in your life. They was at a different vibration, at a different frequency. They was operating off of a lower vibration than what you were already, where you were already at or operated off of. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you can't hold these things onto people. You know, you got to be boundless. You can't bound certain emotions or certain situations to people, places, or things, because you have to understand that when these things happen in your life, it happened in a different frequency that you may have not understood, or made a person that they did something wrong to you, they may not have understood it as well for them, you know? And to be honest, if you don't learn to make peace with it and let it go and forgive it and forget it, it can only linger in your life. You hear what I'm saying? It can only linger in your life. It can only make you feel a type of way. It can only stay on your shoulder. You know, no one else is going to feel it but you. And this is why in this episode today, I'm talking about past pain. I'm talking about how to handle it, you know, how to forgive it, how to forget it, how to let it go, how to bypass it, you know, how to make peace with it. Because I don't want you to hold on to something that you don't deserve to hold on to. You deserve to let it go. You deserve to grow, and you deserve to glow through the pain, through the trauma that you went through. Yes, a lot of people say, you know, my pain has made me, my pain has, made me for who I am. And it's like, okay, I understand that. Your pain has made you. But don't let it make it into something that you're not supposed to be. Don't let your pain linger in your present moment. Don't let your pain cause your future relationships to go down a dark hole. Don't let your pain cause you to go down a dark hole. Don't let your past cause you to go down a dark hole. Don't let your past cause you to treat other people how you didn't want to be treated at that time, regardless of what it was. May not people understand you. May not people want to hear your story. And that's why you talk to God about it. You pray about it. You meditate about it. You know, not everyone's going to understand you, and that's totally fine. And I think that is a part of learning how to maneuver through that past pain. You know what I mean? My fault. Had to get some drink. Whew, there's a lot of talking. But it's real. It's real talking. But, yeah, so past pain is different. A lot of people still have past pain in the way that they're dealing with it is not in a healthy way. And that's what causes that past pain to still stick there, stay there, and linger there. Okay? It's like taking a past pain. It's like taking a sticker and ripping it off a book and having that leftover residue of the sticker on there. It's not like you can never get it up, because you can. You just have to be willing and able to try. Some people just leave their books with that residue of sticker on there. Some people just leave their lives with the residue of the past pain that's still there. You don't want to be that person. That was metaphorically speaking. I'm really good at metaphors sometimes when I be getting really deep into it. You know what I'm saying? I be getting good, be getting real good. But you don't want to be that person. You know? You have to look at your past and say, you know what, God, thank you for these bad times, because without these bad times, I wouldn't know how it feels to feel good. I wouldn't know how it feels to not want to feel that way, and to carry it on to my next life, into my next generation, and to break those cycles so that I can have other people feel how I don't want to feel. Well, have other people feel how I want to make people feel how I didn't want to feel. Is that making sense? I want to make people feel what I didn't want to feel. Like, you don't want to cause other people pain that you have felt. Let me just say that, because I think that went over my head too much, and I got distracted with the kitties a little bit, watching them hang out the window, whatever they're doing. That sounds like animal cruelty, not like literally hang out the window, but you get what I'm saying. Look out the window. But yeah, so that's how you want to look at it as. And that's what this channel all is about. It's about alchemizing your pain, alchemizing your problems, alchemizing your mindset, alchemizing your dirty little heart, your dirty little secrets into something positive, the positive perspective. Because a lot of people encounter things in life, right? And they only see the negative in things, or they only tend to see the negative first and see the positive way after. And sometimes it can be hard. It can be hard to straight thinking positive. But me, I have operated my mind, and I give all the God, I give all the glory to God, to be honest, because the way that I operate now, I'm not saying that I don't ever stress. I'm not saying that I don't ever worry, because these are the things that you're going to have slip in and out of your life sometimes. As us being spiritual beings having human experience, you're gonna worry sometimes, but I have learned to alchemize my problems into a solution quick. Regardless if I'm diagnosing in my head or trying to find a way, or if I'm praying, or if I'm quiet, it's always a way for me to figure it out. You know what I mean? And I know if I was able to bypass these certain things in my life, that's why I'm able to help you. It's like, you that's watching this video, I'm pretty sure you don't want to get advice from someone who has never felt the way you have felt. You don't want to get advice from someone who's never lived the way that you want to live. Like, it's not, like I always say, you're not going to get financial advice from a mentally poor person who has never had any type of financially, intellectually conversations or read books or anything, or even touched $1 million or even $1,000. You're not gonna want to seek advice from people who have no experience in what you want advice for. That's like seeking real estate advice from someone who's never bought or sold a house or don't even have a real estate license, right? So everything that I'm telling you is because I have learned it myself, alchemized it, talked to God about it, prayed about it, and I got delivered from it. You know what I mean? That's why I'm able to sit here today and talk to you about past pain and to let you know, like, it's hard. I understand that. But you can't let it take control of your life. You have to learn how to take control of the past pain. You know what I mean? And the reason why you can't somehow let go of that past pain is because you feel like it has to get solved, right? Sometimes things are better unsolved. Let me make this make sense. Let me make this make some more sense. Sometimes is just better the way it was, you know, left alone. Sometimes it's just better to give it to God. Let me just say that. You don't want to be revengeful. You don't want to question it too much because your mind lies to you too as well. You know what I mean? You don't want to dwell in it. It's only going to lead you to more pain and more stress and turmoil. You know? So she's trying to climb the bare wall. She got to get a freaking thing. But you don't want the past pain to cause you just be cinder blocks your whole life. Your whole life is just cinder blocks stacking on top of cinder blocks, stacking on top of cinder blocks. And eventually, like, you're at the top of the blocks. The blocks is gonna fall. So you got to get rid of them blocks as the blocks come. The blocks is coming, you got to get rid of it. It's like this, right? Let me put my camera down a little bit to the desk. Let me back this up. It's like this. You got a cinder block, a cinder block, cinder block, cinder block. Eventually, these cinder blocks is built off your worry and off fear because of the pain of the past and the trauma that you have been caused, right? That's what it's built off of. It's not built off of a firm foundation, which is having trust, having faith, and knowing that God does his almighty will. As it is done in heaven, it is done on earth. You know, and you set that firm foundation, you will be able to just get rid of those boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having a build-up and then eventually it all knocking down and you losing control and you raging and you mad and you barking and biting at everybody, you don't want to live your life that way. So that's basically, you know, what past pain is, how to maneuver through past pain, and how to get over past pain. I'm not telling you to just act like it never happened, because for the people who act like it never happened, that hurts too. We have to acknowledge our pain. Just like I always tell myself, I miss my grandmother dearly. She passed away 2 years ago. I'm over here, when she first passed, I'm trying to find a way. I'm trying to find how to get over it. I'm trying to find other ways. And you got to tell yourself that you're never truly going to get over pain sometimes. You have to just learn how to make peace with it. And that's what you got to tell yourself about you and your past. You have to learn how to, as you get older, you learn things. You are a learner, right? You are a teacher and a student, okay? You get older, you break old habits, and you make healthier habits. That's what it's about. So all that stuff in your past is just old, crumpled up stuff, and stuff you may still feel a type of way about it because it's never came to an understanding. And sometimes you trying to come to an understanding with another human being, it's just never going to happen. So you have to give it to God, you know? So that concludes this episode about past pain and how to overcome past pain. And I hope that you watch this video. I hope that I helped you in some type of way. I appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video and to click on this video. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a comment if you want to. Leave a heart if I helped you out. Most of all, leave a like if I made you feel comfortable, you know, or helped you out in any way. It's not something easy. And you don't gotta rush through this process. But the most of all is knowing that you are trying. That's the most thing you could ever do is try. Because you want to end your night and end your day knowing that you tried. You know? 1% better every day. I'm not telling you to just crumble up and throw it out. If you need to seek help, seek help. If you need to seek counseling, seek counseling. Past pain is never something easy. Past trauma is never something easy you could just get over like that. You know? You just have to make peace with it and know that the present moment you are in today is a beautiful thing for you to make away. You ever heard of the saying, God gives his toughest soldiers the strongest battles. He wouldn't give you anything you cannot handle. And you got to know that you can handle it. You're strong, you're mighty, you're courageous, you're outrageous in a good way. And that concludes this video. The positive perspective, past pain, and I'm out.